Hi, thank you for bearing with me. First, I want to thank everybody for their immense generosity, whether it be in very generous donations, no matter the amount, and people who just had words of encouragement, kind words to share with me, and just overall wishing me well, and good health. So, thank you very, very much. I'm overwhelmed and I'm extremely grateful. Kay writes in, and Kay had asked me to speak in general terms about how to avoid the narcissist when you attend family functions. Well, the best way for me to explain that is to first go over my experiences and the feelings that I had. And instead of feelings, I might describe it as anxiety, extreme anxiety. So let's say there's a family function you want to attend, and there are people there that you are in no contact with. However, you want to see other individuals that might be there. So I'm going to reach back and try to remember and explain all the feelings that I had that was involved in this. The first thing I remember feeling, if I'm to be quite honest, is I had the feeling because I was slandered and smeared so much that if I wasn't there, other people would think that I'm ashamed. See how it works? Or that I'm wrong and I don't want to show my face. So I was fearful, not so much of the narcissist, even though I knew full well that they had the ability to make my life miserable there or embarrass me there. I was really concerned about what other people would think if I didn't show up. And here's what I came to learn. I don't care anymore. Not in the least. But here's the real cherry on that sundae. The chances are high that the narcissist that you're speaking of has not only slandered just you, but slandered so many other people, talked about people behind their backs too, all their friends, so forth and so on. And let me tell you something, and I know this to be true, that the people there that narcissist is speaking to, they get it. They scratch their head and say, gee, there's something wrong with that person. That person talks like this about everyone, or that person's a gossip. And I can tell you this also. They're also saying that person is lying about their son or daughter or sister or brother. They're going to see that narcissist as the real problem, not you. So we think about not attending and having other people think that we're the problem. It's not usually the case. Usually the case is the narcissist is always on the hunt for slander. And they speak to their friends or other people in your circle negatively, not only about you, but about others. Now, if you're worried about the narcissist approaching you, causing an embarrassment, causing a commotion, causing a visible uncomfortability with you, the narcissist will sometimes try to do that just to embarrass you in front of other people, therefore validating all their slander against you. So they can turn around, see, he lost his temper. He just went off the rails again. He's always like that. There's a way out of that if you really want to go. Simply excuse yourself. If the narcissist approaches you, kindly and politely, and I know that's difficult, I'm not saying that out of hyperbole, and just excuse yourself. Say, please excuse me, and walk away. Now, this is going to do a couple things. It's going to infuriate the narcissist. It's going to embarrass the narcissist. But most of all, what it's going to do, it's going to validate in other people's mind, other witnesses that are seeing this, It's going to validate that you're calm. You're not everything the narcissist says you are. You're not a wild man or a wild woman. You're not a troublemaker. And the problem is not you. But if you lose your temper, or if you say, get away from me, or something like that, well, that's going to leave people doubt in people's minds. And you don't want to feed into that, right? Because the narcissist has already laid all this groundwork for people to think that you're the trouble. Think of it as going to a job. Act professionally. As hard as that may be. You'll get the upper hand. And this will infuriate the narcissist and possibly and probably set them off in front of all their friends. Don't smile, don't laugh, don't do anything. Excuse yourself politely and walk away. Now, let's think about why you want to go to the family function. That's going to be most important. So, is it to validate to other people that you're not the problem because you're afraid if you don't show up, they'll talk about you, they'll look at you with disdain? Here's another solution. Why not call the members that are going to be there that you want to see, or write them and simply say, I very much want to attend your function. Unfortunately, I cannot. Or you can give a little bit more information. I very much want to attend your function, but I heard my mother is going to be there, or I heard my father is going to be there, and it's just not a good idea. And you can expand or contract on that as much as you want. But if you just leave it at that, they're going to say or think, there's a problem there. So why do you want to attend the function? Is it because you want to see the people that you miss? There you go. There's another solution. Write them or call them or mail them or email them a kind note saying, I very much want to see you, but unfortunately, because of those circumstances, I'd rather not. You could say, for my own mental health, I don't want to. Or, look, this is a function that's supposed to be happy and joyous, and I don't want to introduce any trouble into it because, she's not really that well. So there's a couple tools to use. Follow up with that letter I was just speaking about and ask them if you can see them at another time. Can you visit? Can you come over and visit me? I'd love to see you. I very much look forward to seeing you. Plant that seed. You'd be surprised at what they come back with and say. Again, the real foundation here is, why do you want to go? If you're worried about what other people are going to say because you're not there, this is your life. This is your happiness at stake here. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. As long as you've got happiness inside you, as long as you feel that you're acting to be a good person in earnest, as long as you're comfortable in your own skin, the reason why you don't want to go doesn't matter. It may help you, and there may be some tools that you can use. But don't give a rat's butt about anyone else. Your happiness, the happiness of your children, the happiness of your spouse, that's all that matters. And people will know why you don't go. Trust me on this. I hope that's helped you a little bit. If not, write me back and we'll discuss it a little bit more, I promise. Thank you. Okay? And I'm wishing you peace, as well as everyone else. Thank you so much.